All right, just wanted to talk to you about a best practice for your Google Classrooms. As you add classes for this school year, you should remember to archive all your previous classes. The main reason for that is because it really complicates the students' lives by having lots of classes from the previous years in addition to the current years. Students used to be able to unenroll from a class. We no longer allow that at Shen. So what that means is that those classes will stay there in the student's dashboard until their previous teachers archive them. So definitely something we want all of our teachers to do at the end of a school year or the beginning of the next is to archive all of their previous classes. It doesn't really affect the teacher at all. Archiving class still allows you to use assignments from it from the previous year in your new classes. Those classes are not deleted. All the content is still there. In fact, they stay in your little menu. You can click up at the bars and then you go to archive classes and it shows you all your previous archive classes, and you can restore any of them if you want, make copies of them and duplicate for the next year. So archiving classes is definitely a best practice. It helps our students keep themselves organized, and although they can drag and rearrange tiles to put their current classes at the top, it does make it much more simple for them to eliminate classes that are no longer active for them. So please make sure as a teacher you archive your old Google classes. All right, so Google introduced a new beta product that Shen actually signed up for. It's called Practice Sets. You can find it up here in your Google Classroom menu. You go to the three bars, and then you're going to choose Practice Sets. You create your practice sets here, and then you can assign them in your individual classes. So Practice Set is kind of an automated quiz for the students, or an automated assessment for the students. Basically, you create the practice set, and then as you're creating it, you're going to automatically tie in suggestions by Google. From its AI is going to search like YouTube and other sites for answers to your questions, and it'll tie it in there so that as the students are taking the assessment, they get real-time feedback as to, no, that's not the answer, take a look at this. And then when they're done, you'll see their assessment here. And what you'll see is the answer they first tried will be in a light green color. And then when they finally got it correct, it'll be there. It'll show you how many times they attempted a particular question in the assessment. So what we're going to do is create a new practice set real quick so you can see. So you give this practice set a name. So we'll call this one American Revolution. Although actually, let's do science. And we'll just do revolution. All right, and then we'll choose from the four choices: short answer paragraph, single select, which is multiple choice, multi-select, which is check boxes, right? Okay, notice that the paragraph one can't be auto-scored, okay? So there's no auto-grading on that. And now you're saying, this is just like forms, why do I need it? But watch. What celestial body revolves around the Earth? Okay, we'll put in here the sun, Mars, the moon, and we'll add in Jupiter. And I probably should, keep my capitalization similar so we don't give anything away accidentally. By making one capitalized and others not. So the correct answer in this case is the moon. And now here's the interesting part. You can say see suggested down here, and we'll type in moon. Explain the patterns of the Earth, Sun, Moon, and their effects. Solve problems involving the angular dimensions of the Sun and Moon. So this one sounds more like what we want. We can also type in here revolution. Actually, revolve. Identify unique characteristics of the planets in our solar system. Explain the size and location. I'm going to go with that one. All right. So we've now added some hints in here for the students on how to answer this question. We can add additional questions here. We can import questions from things in our Google Drive. Okay, so I'm not sure exactly which type of documents. I think it's going to be Google Docs, but you can import them in. All right, so and then we got a new question. We can change, insert text. But up here is the really neat part. We can say try as a student, and then we can see how this question is going to work on the student side. And then we can save it, and we can assign this practice set. Now, practice set should have more than one question in it. But let's say I accidentally picked the wrong question. I picked Mars. Okay, and then I say check. Okay, it says that's the wrong answer. And now there's a light bulb up here that says show a hint. And notice it puts in a video based on that artificial intelligence suggestion that we attached at the bottom of the thing on the orbit, the motions of the planetary bodies.
Why? Because I get to show you the amazing planet that is Saturn.
Okay. So not all of them are going to apply. You'll have to check and see how that works, but it gives them some help on solving it. Works really great with math. It works pretty good with science. Social studies and ELA, they're still really working on. You do have the option too down here of having the kids show their work, and they can use the scribble tool and the pen tool to then draw or write answers to questions down here. So it doesn't have to be all multiple choice. Okay, you can write whatever you want in this box here, and they can submit that as part of their answer to the question. Okay, so we're going to say we don't want that help anymore, and we're going to put the right answer in there as moon, say check, and this time it's going to tell them it's the correct answer. Okay, so that's the student, the preview of the student practice set. You can create as many questions as you want, and then the students can do it. Also, all those extra help things are down there in that corner, not just when they get a question wrong and the light bulb appears. They can also see all of them. And you notice that the list here is quite long. So it's nice. It gives them a lot of enrichment opportunities, even if they do get the question right for the practice set. Okay, it did open that practice set for students in a separate tab. So I just close that. I come back over here to Classroom. I can continue. When I'm done, I click Done Editing. It puts that practice set in our practice set area that's here. So we'll see it in the list of practice sets. Okay. And then when we are in one of our Google Classrooms and we are doing a classwork, we create a new assignment. All right. We can then add that practice set. You can see that it's now one of the choices down here. We can click on that, and it will let us choose which of the practice sets we want to use for that particular assignment. We attach it, and there it is. So the kids can do it. Now, once the students have all done it, you do have a dashboard built into that practice set tool that's at the top of that classroom link up here, where you can review results of the students who did that practice set. All right, so that's practice sets in Google Classroom. All right, Google has introduced a new app called Gallery. It's only available on Chromebooks. If you got the latest software update for Chromebooks, you should see the Gallery icon when you click on the Start button down here and you search for Gallery. Once you see that button up here in your gallery or in one of your folders, you can right-click on it and you can pin it to shelf. So I've already got it pinned down here. So I'm going to open up Gallery and show you what it does. It's actually a really cool addition. Okay. We're really only going to show you the first two parts of it. The part where it lets you watch videos and listen to audio, it's fairly easy. You just say open video or open audio and then point to your Google Drive. We're going to deal with the editing images and filling out PDFs part of Gallery because that's, I think, really super useful for teachers. So if you click on open image, it gives you some basic image editing tools. So you basically are just going to find a particular picture you want in your Google Drive and say open. And then you're going to get, zoom in, zoom out. You're also going to get a crop and rotate. So if we want to crop this, we can then just, move it down and get rid of some of the top, We can also move it in and get rid of the little bit of the side if we want. So we're done, and you can crop to proportions, ratios, you can rotate. Okay. You also have the ability to adjust the brightness, contrast, saturation, etc. But the really cool one is the draw tool. It lets you use different size pens, markers, and then you can pick colors and you can draw on the objects that you want to illustrate something in. So if you want to make me be a bad John, you can just do that. And then when you say done with the pen, you'll get the option over here to do a save over your original file, or you can do a save as by clicking the down arrow. Right now it's trying to render the picture with the edits. So you can say save as, and then put that right in your Google Drive. Okay, so we'll say this John 1. And we've just saved that edited picture to our Google Drive. Now, unfortunately, when you go into one of the gallery apps, the only way to get to any of the others is to close it and reopen it. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to quickly show you the PDF editing one. So you can click on Open PDF here. All right, I'm just going to do a quick search of my drive to find a PDF. Asterisk.pdf will show you all the PDFs in your Google Drive. All right, so we got a bunch of them here. We'll use this annual online compliance training one that was sent to us with the different modules we have to do for our online compliance training. You'll see it loads the PDF in here. And then we got a blank spot right here. Say we want to add to it. It's not really a PDF editor. We can't change this text that's already there, but we can add drawings and text to an existing PDF. So I'm going to click on the text box. I can pick my font, my color, my size, bold, italics, left, right, justify, all that. Then I'm going to click where I want the box to appear. And then I can add my text. Okay. And then when I click off of it, that text is in that box just like it was there originally. Okay. I can also come up here and then I can use my stylus on my Chromebook or my mouse if I'm doing it from a mouse I've plugged in and my Chromebook is not touch sensitive with a stylus. Okay, and you can write on it with text in any color, any size. Then when you're done with these changes, you can click up here and go save as, and you can now save this anywhere in your Google Drive as a new document. So you can do some basic PDF editing and some basic image editing right from your Chromebook now using the Gallery app. Probably misnamed. It's not a gallery of your photos or anything, but it does let you do some things to things that would be in a gallery. That's the Google Gallery app only on Chromebooks.